Hi, how are you today? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this tutorial video. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. There are hundreds of more videos in my channel, so do check them out. And today I'm going to play with nylon yarn. These are nylon yarn. It comes in all sorts of lovely colors. What I like about nylon yarn is it kind of like shine, it glows, unlike the cotton yarn. The color is kind of not that glossy. And this time now I'm going to make a small pouch like this. I happen to come across this kiss lock. It's so cute. It comes with the keychain like this. It's just very small, so I'm gonna make a small pouch. This is so cute. So I'm going to use nylon yarn for this so that it looks kind of glossy, shiny. And I am going to use a 3.5 mm hook. Okay, now let's start. Okay, first we're gonna start by making a magic circle and cross it on your finger like this. Turn to the back and you grab a yarn and make a knot. So inside the knot you're gonna make 6 single crochet. One, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nylon yarn is not as elastic as the cotton yarn, so you don't crochet too tight. If not, it's kind of difficult to put your hook in. And for the next row, row 2, I'm going to do increase. Let me add a marker. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. We started with 6 single crochet and now we are doing increase. So this row we're going to have 12 stitches. Okay, as this grows bigger, now you pull it tight. Okay, now for row 3. Row 3 I'm going to do single crochet followed by an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So you're gonna do single crochet, increase. All the way. And this row you should have 18 stitches. So we're going to form a circle for the base of the bag. Now for row 4, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 2. Means this is 1. Go to the next stitch, 2, 1, 2, 2 single crochet, and then increase, single crochet, increase. Oops, it's kind of slippery. One, two, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. One, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. And we should have 24 stitches in this row. And now the last row for the base, row 5. I'm going to do, oops, increase in the next 3 before I do I'm going to do single crochet in the next 3 before I start my increase. So I have 1, 2, 3, and increase. One, 2, 3, and you do your increase. And this is the last row. And this row you should have 30 stitches. I didn't really make it into a perfect circle, so you can see all this corner here, but it's okay because it's for the base. So once you have done the top part, it doesn't really show. Okay, so now I'm going to do the Alpine stitch part. This is called Alpine stitch. Oops. Okay, this is called Alpine stitch. So now I am going to chain 2 and do double crochet all around. Oops. So used to working with cotton yarn. So nylon yarn, it does not have much of a friction. So sometimes it's just slip out of your hook. Just slip away. And you're gonna do double crochet all around, and by the time you come back here, you just slip stitch, and I'll show you what to do next. Once you come to the end here, you just slip stitch to the first one, and I'm going to do single crochet all around, and make sure you are in a multiple of 2, or I should say multiple of multiple of 2. So at the moment you just do single crochet all around, and make sure every row you have an even number of stitches. See, just single crochet all around, and I'll come back to you and show you the next move. Oh yes, before I start to do the Alpine stitch, I forgot to show you that how would you know how many rows you should do for the base. You open up your kiss lock as wide as possible, and you measure on the base. What I mean is, before I did the double crochet, after the 5th row of this circle, row 1, row 2, 3, 4, 5, after the 5th row, measure against this kiss lock. So if it fits, then you stop and you start to do your whatever pattern for the top part. So the base is the same. I mean, you just do circle until you come to this length, whichever kiss lock you bought. So if your kiss lock is bigger, then maybe you should do more rounds before you do your Alpine stitch. Okay, so now, the Alpine stitch is, the first row is a double crochet, second row is a single crochet, and now I'm gonna slip stitch to the top of that last single crochet. Okay, I am going to do a front pose. You grab your yarn, you go down to this double crochet here, put your hook underneath and do a double crochet. This is your front pose, and then you yarn over, you go to the next stitch, which means this stitch we leave it, we're not going to do Alpine on top of this double crochet. We're just going to do a double crochet, and then yarn over. We're going to skip this one and go to the next one. go to the next and do a front pose, and then you yarn over, you go to the next stitch and do a double crochet, and the next one you are going to do a front pose. So you're going to repeat this until the very end. So once you're done with this, again the next row, this is one set, these 3 rows is one set, so you're going to do another set. If you want to start another set, you're going to do double crochet again. So this is double crochet, single crochet, and we do the front pose and alpine stitch. I mean, this front pose is already the start of the alpine stitch. So the following row comes a new set. You're going to do double crochet all around again, then you're going to do single crochet all around, and the third row you're going to do this alpine stitch again, the front pose thing. So you will get something like this. So for this particular kiss lock, because once you fold it here will go down a bit, because I only sew this side and this side. This side I won't be able to sew because there's no hole for me to sew in. So this part I just leave it, but when you close your lock, your kiss lock, here will go in a bit. So that's why I need to make 4 sets of it. So this alpine thing, I make 4 sets. So 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4. Actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sets of it to come to this length. If you make less than that, here when you bend in, it would not look nice. But if you want to make it longer, you can, which means instead of 4 sets, you want to make it into 8 sets. So your pouch should be this long. Okay, so the length is up to you, but I would say minimum is about 4 sets. And I will end it with single crochet all around. So the top part is just single crochet all around. Okay, once you're done and you have the height that you want, you do 1 row of single crochet all around, and then you're going to sew this onto the kiss lock. You have to tuck it in like this. It's not easy. So normally the first stitch is the most difficult one, because once you push it in, it might not just stay there, it might come off. So maybe you start to sew this side first, then slowly tuck in the rest, so that at least here I have a few stitches to hold it in place while I do the rest. Because sometimes when you tuck in this side, the other side will come off. So because my kiss lock here, this part here I can't sew, there's no hole, so I'm going to sew here to here and here to here. So I'm going to do this through and fro to make sure it's secure. If you can find a thread that is the color of this metal, that would be perfect. If not, I think any yarn would do, or any thread would do, or you can get those nylon thread, those like for fishing, which is kind of see-through. I don't have that with me, so I'm just going to use a normal thread, one that the color is the nearest to the kiss lock. So you're gonna sew one side first, then tuck in the other side, because once you try to tuck in both sides, when you try to tuck in this side will come off. Just make 1 or 2 stitch here first, just to make sure the thread holds nicely. Okay, and now we're going to go to the hole here. We have holes here, so you make sure when you put through that hole, you see it comes off again. So that's why we have to make a few stitches to kind of hold it in place first, and use tapestry needle or any plier, just tuck it in bit by bit. And go through the next hole. Make sure when you come out from the hole, you actually grab the yarn as well. If not, then it would defeat the purpose. Okay, so it did went through the yarn. Now go through here and come out the next hole. This you have to be very patient, because it will get tangled with this and this. So now I'm just going to make 1 stitch around across, just to put it in place first. Have it in place, then later I'm gonna do 3-4 rounds. Tuck it in one by one and see if your needle comes out the right spot. And you're going to do this through and through, and you will have yourself a cute pouch with kiss lock. I wouldn't say this is very small, it's kind of like a palm size. So it's not that big either. You can hang this onto your bag, or you can just take it around like this. So I hope you like this pattern. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to see you in my next post.